Sorry, son. I fixed up your head as best I knew how. I guess I missed a spot. Well, we know your vitals are good. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Mother. Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament.
Hello? Can you help me? Fine. Just leave me to my misery then.
Yep.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. Everything all right? Yep, I'd say you're getting a little trigger happy there. Try to slow down a bit. Concentrate on hitting your target. Here. Go easy on it now. Ammo can be hard to come by out here.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo...
Probably deserved it.
Hey! Bastard.
You messed with the wrong bartender.
Thanks, I guess. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. Yeah.
Hold up. There are death claws all over the damn place north of here. I'd turn back if I were you. Have you ever seen a death claw? They're taller than a man and far, far stronger and faster. And there's a whole pack of them out there. You'd have to be the meanest, toughest, roughest bastard in the Wasteland to have any chance against them, and I don't think that's you.
Say no more. I'm in. That's inspiring. You may want to keep your optimism to yourself if you try to recruit anyone else.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things. It's all I've got with me. But if you look me up at the Crimson Caravan's main camp in New Vegas, I'll pay you in full.
Well, you can call Beagle a deputy so long as you don't harbor too high an opinion of the word. Boy was about as useful as tits on a rad scorpion. Only qualification he ever had was to be brother to the wife of the sheriff.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb. I wonder what it's like to be able to get going whenever you like. It would be so very delightful if you set me free. I certainly hope so. Gets lonely down here on the floor. No need to rush on my account. I lost feeling in my hands and legs hours ago.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to find us a new lawman. I suggest talking to those NCR troopers across the bridge.
This isn't the Republic. Oddly enough, Legion's a little more forgiving about friendships. Out here, it's not as accepted.
Work around here? My check with Jackson in the main building, or Ghost up on the roof above, but watch out. She's kind of a bitch.
A fair kill.
Something else you wanted? Legion! Had enough?
Hey, you. You wandered into town recently, right? I don't know who you think you're kidding. I've lived here for more than a year. Anyway, I need someone I can trust. You may be a liar, but you're also a stranger, and that's a start. Good. I'll make it worth your while. And one more thing. We shouldn't speak again. Not until it's over. You shouldn't be here. If people know we talked, they'll suspect you. And if whoever did this smells a rat, they'll have the Legion after both of us. Find out who had Carla kidnapped. Bring him out in front of the dinosaur while I'm working my shift. Let me know it's him by putting on the beret I gave you. That's it. Now go on.
What's going on, man? You say so, Chief.
That's it then. How did you know? You didn't have any proof? Well, that's about all the proof I could hope for, I guess.
What the hell? You're that courier Benny wasted back in Good Springs. You're supposed to be dead. All right, quit fucking around. You survived and you tracked us down. What now?
Welcome, child. Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit. Prophecy. Do we look like a bunch of religious idiots?
You're the outsider. Mother Pearl sent word that you'd be stopping by. You must be eager to hear the story of our people. Ages ago, long before I was born. You're back. When you walked off in the middle of our people's story, I thought you must be bored.
The pump is property of the king. You'll need to pay if you want a drink. Nobody messes with the king! Yeah, let's show them how kings rumble! Give me all your cap! Whoa! I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you. Please don't hurt me. I've got a wife, and kids, and pets and stuff.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king? Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man? What, do I look like a beggar to you? Take a hike, cheapskate. Not for someone like you. My customers would shit a brick if they knew I sold anything to you.
I'd prefer you not kill anyone with a debt. It's a bit difficult to collect on a corpse.
Whoa, baby. Am I looking at a mirror? Or are you just that ugly? Whoa, Nelly. There's insult comedy, and then there's psycho comedy. I guess you aren't the heckler Garrett hired to spice up my show. What do you want? Yeesh, is my act that bad? Or are you just that dumb?
The NCR appreciates good citizens like you.
Howdy. Go away, you rotten bastard. Go to hell, you two-faced bastard.
Hey.
Eat shit and die. That clear enough for you?
A scum-humping water baron did this to me. No one trash talks the eye. That's it.
No one insults the eye.
I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore. I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got? Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad.
You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
You're a bastard after my own heart. Here, this should do it. Why, You're just lucky I got something important to take care of. We'll settle this later.
She said what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway, that's incredible news. I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting.
Man, I'm hungry. I'd give anything for a fancy lad. Wait, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean.
Hey.
Ah, you returned to me a king yourself. It would be an honor for me to do your hair. That is why you are here, yes? You wound me. You simply must let me have a go at that hair sometime. Anything you can imagine, I can style.
What's up? I got out of that work because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation? You know what? You're right. I looked at the whole thing from the wrong angle. I suppose I could be a loving muse to some, while simply relieve stress and tension in others. Thanks for that insight.
Are you some kind of machine fetishist or something?
You want to buy Wind Brahmin? Jimmy! Little Jimmy! My, how you're grown up! So good of you to come visit your grandma. Humans are always staring at things. We Nightkin don't like being stared at. Is uncomfortable. Ah, humans.
Dr. Henry? Now there's a name I haven't heard in years. Hard to believe he's still alive. He and I had joined up with the same caravan. Add in a lot of whiskey and, well, let's just say we got to know each other. Fair enough. Here, Ray. Mama's got something for you.
Well, every once in a while, I watch the outpost through one of the spotter's binoculars. And sometimes there's this girl there. This special girl. And sometimes it's like she's watching me back with her binoculars. Except she's probably just watching Nellis. I haven't tried waving. Then why did you make me spill my guts about it? You're an asshole.
Yes, sir. Vestal reporting for duty. Please assume the position. Servos active. Operation complete. Thank you for your business. Numbness will subside in several minutes, awaiting further orders.
You did? Ha, damn! I've been looking for one of those for years. For my customers, I mean, I'm not into that kind of shit. You're right. Something like this. It's worth a little extra because it's gonna keep on satisfying you. Those disgusting fetishists, I mean. Something wrong with someone if they gotta fuck a machine. It is? It will? My God, imagine the possibilities. It didn't happen to come with an owner's manual, did it? Ah, forget it. Trial and error should do it.
Don't start any fights. I don't care if some jet junkie just assaulted your mother. We're here to promote violence elsewhere, not start it here.
Hi there. Is this where I can pick up a laser gun?
Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water. Ain't nothing creepy about it. It's a term of respect.
The name's Hostetler, Don Hostetler. Can I help you with something? I already told you I'm Don Hostetler.
In a strictly official capacity, no. However, as I am by far the most intelligent and resourceful figure on this base, I feel it's safe to say the soldiers here look up to me. I suppose if you must stick with your narrow, parochial view of in charge, then yes, it's a no. Are we done?
We don't talk too much, mostly. Poindexter's a smart-ass prick. Well, Hanrahan's a big pussy, ain't good for shit in a fight. And Mags? Well, Mags is cut out for something other than soldiering, you dig?
Easy. This is where they send all the fuck-ups and people they don't want. But hey, it's not like I'm bitter or anything.
To me? I'll tell you what I think this squad needs. A little more basic human niceness. Maybe you just ain't had a healthy dose of human niceness in a while.
Never seen you around before. What do you want? Yeah, right. You're sniffing up the wrong skirt. Try me again when you're tall, blonde, and female. Girl, you are some grade A poon. Anybody ever tell you that? Trust me, the alpha males are overrated. Plenty of them in the army. All they're good for is killing each other and taking smelly shits. See, we've even got the same sense of humor. I like a girl who doesn't piss me off after sex. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes. Yeah, well, we can't all be heartless shitheads, right?
Hey, my man. Ten of Spades. First Recon Sharpshooter. At your service. Oh, yeah. Fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass. Hey. No cause for that. Yeah, right. That's Brahmin shit. Lucky for you, we're on base and I can't start trouble with civvies. How about you get lost? How about you get out of my face? I'm First Recon. I don't need to take shit from civvies. Yeah, you just walk away. No fool can trump the Ten of Spades.
See, I thought the bounty hunting trade would be easy money, but it turns out it's hard work, so screw it. Also, I ran into this Mark who was a little too tough for me. I mean, I could have taken him. But with this guy, might have cost me some bad burns or an ass rape. I'm all for risking my life, but I'm a little sensitive about my asshole.
Really? I never noticed that. I'm just following orders here, moving supplies as needed. You're one pushy son of a bitch, I'll give you that. All right, here are some caps to keep your mouth shut.
Oh, thank God. I didn't think I'd ever see another human face down here. Ah! You sick bastard, I could have shot you. You must be the backup I've been calling for. Where are the rest of your men? Shit. Have you any damn idea what lives in these caves? We need to get out of... We need to go now! Great, just leave me here then.
What? Look, do you have something to drop off or not? Crazy Wastelander.
Marshal Fabish. My pleasure is on mine. Goodbye.
Hello, stranger. You looking for a good time? Old but spry, honey. So long as my back don't give out, I can make a living lying on it. Best prices around, so long as you don't try putting anything someplace it was never intended. How's that sound? You won't notice anything once the lights are out, hon. The places that count are still firm enough.
We? You were a part of this? After we made an explicit agreement, you have the fucking gall to destroy priceless scientific data?
You sick, vindictive fuck! Happy now, you twisted bum? Well, I ain't gonna give you the satisfaction. Scram, will ya? I got nothing to say to you.
Are they looking to buy guns? Then talk to my partner, Ralph.
Look, if you ripped one, I don't care. Got us locked up tighter than a New Vegas virgin. No caravans in, out, and just try arguing with Jackson about it. Roads aren't safe, he says. No shit, you washed out old fuck-up. I didn't need a Brotherhood scribe to tell me that. Don't even tell me you missed it coming in. It's like NCR showing its dick to all the East. And after the blood dries in the sun, he'll melt that piece of jet-induced sculpture down and reshape it into a bull, which by my reckoning is making up for a deficiency of his. But no matter what the state of his pecker, he's sure giving the West a good fucking. Maybe you're right. Brimtats always throw me off. Well, fine, whatever. They can be shaking each other's dicks. Wouldn't change the Mojave now.
A courier, doctor, and a cybernetic dog. After we deal with the whole imminent conquest of New Vegas problem, we should open an act at the Tops.
What did you put a plug in his cock tube to make him explode?
Although, I hear the soldiers mount each other as much as they mount their women, so maybe they did keep a little something from the Empire.
First Vegas, now NCR and Legion? You're being courted more than a Redding widow. They try to put their stake in everything they see. Nobody's dick's that long. Not even Long Dick Johnson, and he had a fucking long dick. Thus the name.
Sorry. I assumed the only reason you'd fight past a horde of super mutants and pick the lock on my cell is if you heard my cry for help on the radio. But maybe you're just sightseeing. So since the door's open and all, can I go now? Alrighty then. I'll just head out, alone, by myself, into the dangerous waste. Anything's better than staying here. Let's go. Any closer and you'd need a rat-away, boss.
Hey, pipe down. We can't talk about that here, out in the open. Oh, you mean you want a cure? Oh. Why didn't you say so? No problem. I'll give you my free cure. Here, lean in. It's a special doctor's secret. Stop doing chems!
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Lower than a feral ghoul's IQ.
I need to get some more chems. Your pet ghoul smells like ass.
Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum. Confound it, Nobark, you done it again. You let on that you know things. Now they'll never let you be. All right, stranger, you got me. What do you want to know? 'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say has got bite, 'cause it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rad scorpion stings that done pierced my skull. I know what I seen. There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral. Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death, and always there's holes all over the body. Work of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says Nobark, but they don't pay no mind. Too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says Nobark, we got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when they get real quiet, 'cause now they see the predicament we're in. I come face to face with the chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell anyways, since when he come up to me he was invisible. Had himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too, only more invisible than the other one. Ghosts. Commie ghosts, what don't know they're dead. Hoping to steal our rockets, so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a commie ghost and so forth. If anyone asks, we never spoke. Between you and me, I don't think she studied at an accredited institution.
You seen Alice? Ain't like her to be gone this long. So long.
Just putting this out there, boss. If these super mutants kidnap us and force us to fix toasters for them, it's on you.
If you had a few dozen doses of Psycho on you, maybe we could pep those weepy troopers into charging down into Nelson and taking back the camp. But since that's not likely, you could help me take out the Legion's trooper hostages. All right. I have to admit I wasn't expecting you to say that. I was just joking, but if it makes you feel any better, I'm impressed. So anyway, how about those hostages?
A glorious victory. You must be very satisfied. Here, take this. My blade. It was a gift from my Centurion upon the defeat of the Sundog tribe. That blade has split the heads of... The only reason I give it to you is to force myself to earn another. True to Caesar.
What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats, and it feels so good. It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said welcome aboard. Fuck, man. Everything. I push buttons, I turn dials, I read numbers. Sometimes I make up little stories in my head about what the numbers mean. Like one time I imagined they were a code to get into a vault full of naked women. Man, how cool would that be?
That scientist we hired has got to be the dumbest asshole I've ever come across.
Bold.
A Legion outpost. What's it look like? We crossed the river when the profligates fled from Searchlight. From here, we stage raiding parties and process captures.
Awe, have you come to sell or trade for captures? No. They haven't yet earned the right to be called slaves. Those three in the pen are captures, nothing more. I'm a slave master, so I know what I'm talking about. Back at the fort, I'd have those three half-broken and well on their way.
No! Not like this!
You're a killer. Go away.
Pustula? What? Is that contagious? That doesn't sound good at all. Please do. An outbreak of pustula, or whatever, is the last thing we need.
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband.
Of course. All you had to do was ask. I'll tell you everything I know. Let's see. I know that you're a brainless cretin. I know that you're wasting your time. What? What do you mean? No, you slimy bastard!
I know it better than my wife's corset. What about it, kid?
What in the goddamn? You? How could you be... Oh, Swank, you finky bastard. You got a crazy drop on me, baby, but you don't want to kill me. We should be working together. Cash me out of this mess.
Is Benny taken care of yet? Huh. Guess that makes me the boss. Ring-a-ding.
Not to worry, boss. I'm sure killing the boss of one of the families will in no way lead to savage, bloody reprisals against you and your loved ones.
To my knowledge, this is the first time Caesar has ever summoned one of the dissolute to see him. That it would be a woman is even more surprising. Women are physically and intellectually inferior to men. Their role is to bear children and ensure the survival of our species.
Lupa? Yes, she's the mother of a lot of our best dogs. She's getting old, but she's still a tough old bitch. Aren't you, girl? Yeah.
What a load of Brahmin shit. Can you believe that guy? Well, yeah. Right. What did I expect? The man's a megalomaniac.
That you were searched very thoroughly when you arrived at the fort is a certainty. And as the chip is a little too large to be secreted away, I also regard it a certainty that the chip was discovered, taken from you, and given to Caesar, who returned it to you. 2 + 2 = 4, Caesar wants you to destroy whatever you find in this bunker.
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done. Let's press on, shall we?
The new slave girls are quite beautiful.
God damn it, go away! Come back when I've had some sleep. Disturb me again, and I'll have you killed. Ugh, I warned you not to bother me! Praetorians, kill this asshole!
I'm sure pissing off a ruthless warlord with a tribe of fanatically devoted warriors was a good move. How could it not be? It was your idea.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons? How frightfully uncouth. I'm afraid I must insist you relinquish your weapons.
You ain't heard anything about my boy, have you? What? Oh my God, where? What in creation is the matter with you? Ain't you ever been a parent? Ain't you ever been worried you lost someone? You got a real sick sense of humor. Choke on your goodbyes. Sure, kid. And I still hump like a buck in spring.
What are you doing here? This is our casino, punk. Huh. You've got moxie, buddy. But we don't take kindly to tourists on our turf. 100 caps should cover this trip into our territory. Fuck. We lose again.
Hoover Dam, of course. A hydroelectric dam.
Excuse me, but are you the courier who caused all of that trouble in the tops? Oh, great.
Oh, I've already heard. Pacer is dead. The Kings are up in arms. The entire area is gripped by chaos and the violence has only increased. In fact, I've heard that many are assuming the NCR did it without even looking into the matter. This is the worst thing that could possibly happen. What do you have to say for yourself? Reward? You want a reward for setting our diplomatic efforts back a year? Oh, I see. You're proud of your efforts, huh?
Yeah. To die in my sleep at a ripe old age after a marathon session of hey-hey with 30 sex-starved broads. You'll set that up?
Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. You disgust me. How dare you say such a filthy thing in my establishment? I ought to have you arrested. You'll kindly mind your tongue, or we shan't speak any further.
Good. And you know what it is to be discreet in matters of nutrition. Perhaps you can help me.
Things are getting stranger every day.
What kind of harebrained fucking psychobabble bullshit is that? I yell at people because I like yelling at people, and because they fucking deserve it, not because Mumsy and Daddykins didn't hug me enough. Oh, I see how it is. You think because my father walked out on us when I was 5, now I have to yell at people. Or because my mother was a deranged chem fiend who regularly brought strange men home who told me to call them uncle. Or because my sisters would lock me in a shipping crate when they didn't want me around. And my brother... God, I'd forgotten about that. How could they do that to me? I can't stay here. I need to be alone. Forget about the fucking banquet. You know what? You can do it. You be the star chef. Take my recipes. It won't fill the hole, though. Just remember that. You'll always feel empty.
I would sooner spit on the grave of my dead mother than let some courier walk the wasteland fuck talk to me like that. Who the hell do you think you are? What is this Brahmin shit? I'm not getting the feeling we're all about to sing Kumbaya here. What the hell are you talking about? What is this? The free economic zone of New Vegas? What the hell does that mean? Oh, wait, here we go. Demands NCR's immediate withdrawal. Withdrawal? Like fucking hell we're withdrawing. We just held the dam. We didn't do it to let it go. This paper of yours isn't fit to wipe my ass.
You activated Archimedes? What the hell are you thinking? I'm thinking that I'm leaving because you're a sociopath. Good riddance. Why don't you make like Odysseus and get lost?